So, hello guys and welcome back to our Dark Souls challenge run. I think we are on 2 deaths and 3 hollow points. I'm not completely sure, but you will be able to see it when I'm reconstructing it from the recordings. We are at 24 humanities, so we have quite a bit of space and room there for error, but yeah, there will be harder bosses later on, so let's get going here.
Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic! I'm saved! This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
And we get the tiny beings ring.
But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan. But be warned, next time.
Okay, so that's repeating already. Yeah, he is kind of thanking us and rewarding us for that, for helping him out. But would have liked to work with us there, actually. And that will be the case in a later situation if we continue to follow his quest line. Let me just check where things are going here and there. So this leads down right now. Okay, kind of lost the orientation here. We are up 1 floor higher. We were here. So we do actually want to get down again. Then we should definitely do something about the circumstance that we can fast draw. Now we're back here. And I do actually want to get to the middle floor. So we do actually get to see the kind of skip that I meant. So you see that hallway there, the floor? When you run from here over that, you can, yeah, just jump on here. Right, as these are like intertwined stairs here. So the ones you go up here are not the ones that we see on the right. Instead, they are further up. And so we are now here on the first upper floor and have additional doors here. So let's start with this one, actually. There will be 2 silver knights. This one I'm not too sure if we actually were just too far for that parry, to be honest. I don't know if that can ever be the case. Or if when a weapon has a lot of reach, that you can also parry it from far away. And then this guy is a little bit strange. On the one hand, he's securing these chests here and guarding them, but he doesn't like to aggro at all, so you can as well just kill his friend, leave the door here, and he doesn't really react. But here we got the Silver Knight items. I think the full set, actually. Yes, exactly. And I do mostly like the set, but I do think that the helmet is looking kind of strange. So if we equip it just a second here, I mean, I feel like it's the helmet is smaller than our head, actually. It looks kind of strange. So even if we go without a helmet as an alternative here, the head got wider, right? That's so strange to me. Why the helmet is not just a little bit thicker, then it would look so much better. But we don't have the room to wear that set anyway, for the moment at least. As long as we go for the big club here, we should use as little armor as possible anyways. Maybe we actually want to go something like this, and even that is too heavy. Okay, it's still too heavy. Maybe we can do it like this. No, the weapon is just insanely heavy. I mean, that's still not working out, right? I think we need to wear Hevels here in that case. Okay, and now we can also wear some armor. Not too much, though. But maybe we can now go for the set here for a while, or at least for parts of the set. Does it work out with all parts? Not quite. No, without that, not quite as well. I mean, this works out. It's looking a little bit strange. But anyways, let's get to that Titanite demon here. And despite our weapon not being upgraded, I think he is not too happy about such a blunt weapon, dealing 200 damage like this. Although the attacks are quite stamina intensive, but 3 of them just staggered him, so I don't want to brag around here. And instead just get going with him. He's down to half-life already. That's quite a tough boy. In some earlier playthroughs, I tended to die a couple of times to him. Of course, we will now try to first try him here. Nope. Let's drink up. Okay, that attack has more reach, definitely. One more drink, one more sip. Got 4 left. Nope. A little bit late on the roll there, or actually early, I think. Rank up again. That was just a close range attack. Man, he really starts waiting on us here. Take a break, buddy. Yeah, just like that. And now you get a heavy. Oh, yes. Okay, and the heavy did so much damage. One from the fact that it was just a heavy attack, two-handing with this weapon. And then also from the fact that he was in the beginning of one of his attack animations. So we actually got a riposte hit there. Some extra damage from that. Okay, so we are working our way here through the castle. And there's a handful of enemies left that we have to clear before the boss, actually. I'm thinking there is a drop down up there, but do we really want to use that? I mean, I can at least show it, but I think there was some order to the things to not get stuck here at some point. So we can drop there, and I think we get a special bow there or something. Maybe we can do that in a minute, but for now let's go this way. And you might be able to hear. Oh yes, that's knocking off a hammer. Because we are getting to our next blacksmith here. There's not only blacksmith Andre, but also this guy. Quite a huge one of these giants here, which is also doing some smith work. And you can actually, careful with not attacking and only rolling, get past him here and sneak past, and then you can get the hawk ring. But I think this one is just to, I don't know, increase bow range or something. Let's check. Hawk ring, yeah, exactly that. Extends bow range. And he doesn't always let you back that easily. We will talk to him in a minute. Let's first clear a path here. Okay, the club is not always working out the way I intended to. It was hitting the wall here or something. Then there's one more of these guys here. Let's test a running attack. I'm not even sure if it worked. No, it didn't. Okay. Because he kind of looked staggered, but on the other hand, then he wasn't. By the way, I think in the Daughters of Ash mod, there's an item down here. That's one of the toughest ones to find, in my opinion, because you would usually, if you once realized you can't go here, you would ever go on that ledge here and look for an item down there. I found that quite amusing when I did find that in that playthrough. Although Daughters of Ash is so many years ago for me now, we might as well do a modded run of that in the future at some point. Especially things like special item locations and stuff like that. Stuff like that leaves the mind after a couple of years. So that still would be quite an enjoyable experience, even if I have played it some time earlier. Man, these guys with this heavy club. I guess for some item variety, weapon variety, we can do that, but usually I would just now enforce a +5 on our Black Knight sword in some way and then just keep using that, since it's so strong and a lot faster than this one. Alright, down we go. Got a nice chunk. Okay, so now we are here on that side. Here's the big stairs. There's the elevator. I hope that's sufficient for orientation here. That door here is just a shortcut that when we come from the bonfire, we can go through this way here. Let's talk to him.
Forge your weapons. Talk, 'tis no good, but forge, very good. I help anytime. Talk, 'tis
Okay, that was already it with this dialogue, so let's check repair equipment, and we can definitely repair these items here for a couple of souls, but I'm not really interested in that. The thing is that we cannot repair our crystal halberd here. So what we could try is to reinforce it once. I mean, since we do have other nice weapons anyways. Oh, can we see what that does to the stability or whatever? Not stability, to the repair level. Durability. Oh, it says 20 to 20, but that's not really the case, or is it? Let's check again. Reinforced weapon. Where was it? Here. And then it says 20 becomes 20, but it isn't 20. It's just the max durability, I guess. I mean, for science, I'm gonna do it once right now, despite costing a chunk. to just see if that has changed anything. We were at 6 durability with it. So what does it say now? It says 20. All right, so I was right. Okay, yo. Then we might as well keep using it for a while. And then, well, we have to upgrade it again, use it again, upgrade it again, some stuff like that. But at least we get the option to do so as compared to the Dragon Tooth. So let's see if we can upgrade that as well. Here's still one Twinkling Titanite missing. And is that a demon? Dragon. Yeah, it is a dragon scale weapon. So we can upgrade it to +1, +2. And from here on out, we would need 2 dragon souls. And well, yeah, I mean, quite a nice intention to get ourselves some dragon scales in the near future to upgrade this one further. But even these 2 levels will be quite nice for now. Do we need anything else from him? I don't really think so. Okay, so we're done with him. We will get back to the main castle hall to get rid of some enemies there. And there's another shortcut which I want to unlock that will make the way to the boss a little bit more comfortable for us. Although, of course, I do hope that we can finish the boss in the first time and don't even need to go that way multiple times. But let's see, because that is definitely one of the bosses where things can work out differently than you would expect and want. Okay, I was wondering for a second why it dealt so little damage, like below 100, but it was only the opening attack. And then we have another Solaire summon here, I think. Yep. Let's just wait for these guys. It's okay that they come up here. Nope. Because I want to go back there. And there we have another of these levers, which we can push. And this one, however, does not change any elevator level. Instead, it will open this door here in the front. Okay, now we're a little sandwiched here with these guys and this one. So let's actually try to move away from here. And yeah, we are porting down to... No, we set at some other bonfire. So we should actually use the elevator to get back down and refill our souls. Refill our Estus, I meant. And I don't know if you noticed it in the fast forward there, but every time I turn down this elevator and then follow it straight up, there's some hidden wall for a while where you just can't go through. I always find that to be kind of strange. Sure, I think we can go to 40 vitality. Do we have some extra souls here for... Yeah, we do, for just another level. So let's pop those and get that level up as well. We can use... make use of all the stamina that we can get here. Do I want to use that heavy and slow weapon on the boss, though? I'm not too sure if that is a good idea, but let's get it back there first. And we are actually able to put gold pine resin on this weapon here. So I think I'm actually going to use it, despite it only being +2 while our Black Knight sword is +4. Together with the gold pine resin, that should hopefully be fine. And by the way, I don't really plan to fight these enemies here and only get through to the boss. And I hope I'm doing you a favor as well with fitting the boss here in this episode. But yeah, do we fill up in the beginning? No, we actually don't. Let's go in like this. Have a watch at the cutscene and then go for one of the toughest boss fights of the game here. So, that, my friends, is Dragonslayer Ornstein and Executioner Smo. Greeting us welcome with a lightning arrow in the beginning. It's quite nice if we can get them kind of separated here. So we can get him the first hit on him here, which is nice. Maybe one more. Yep, that goes nice as well. But now we're getting kind of fucked here. Let's get ourselves some distance, but we're doing quite fine so far. Let's drink up, and maybe we can just wail a little bit more here on Ornstein to finish him. As you can see, these do have separate HP bars. So we definitely want to kill one before hitting a lot at the other one. Come on. So usually Ornstein is a lot more agile, but he does not always like to do so. I think it's one more hit. I think our weapon buff will be running out soon, so I'm a little bit greedy here, just to get that one in. Okay, that worked out nicely. Let's, okay, I think the Estus didn't go through. Alright, but it's going well so far, and I think we should be fine from here on out, despite Executioner's Mo being even stronger now. I think he's even growing for some reason, but he also got the lightning buffs of his friend on his weapons now. Okay, so the Estus was still chained in the animation. Now we're fighting lightning with lightning. No, actually our lightning just ran out. And despite our hammer being smaller here, I think we should be able to get rid of him here. But let's see. Don't trash talk him before I killed him. So, let's see what he's doing. Nothing, then we can go for a hit. Although that was a little bit risky. But yeah, we might as well fit in some hits here and there. And we did even stagger that huge boss here. Isn't that strange? Okay, another stagger, that's going nice, and that was kind of the reason why I wanted to go with this weapon here. I think the pure damage per second amount is smaller with this slow attack and this loads of stamina costs, but this flinging of the bosses here and there is just so nice to not get attacked ourselves here. So one more hit, we can go and do it here, right to the crouch. And we get the Soul of Smo. And actually, if we would have killed Smo first, then Ornstein would have been bigger and got buffed. And then we would get the Soul of Ornstein instead of Smo. And by the way, I think we never really talked about it. These boss souls, which I didn't consume yet, but we have them here in our inventory, can be transformed to specific weapons, to unique weapons. And I don't usually make use of that, but there are definitely some of the weapons which are quite nice. But these souls can also just be consumed for some extra souls. I mean, when we get to the point, I might as well check out if we want to use some of the weapons here that we can get from the souls bar. I'm not too sure on that yet. And yeah, I think as a last part for this episode here, we can get a little sneak peek at what is expecting us here in the next episode. So that, my friends, is the goddess Guinevere, I think, with her huge booba. And yeah, we will talk to her next time. For now, let's just light this bonfire and maybe increase endurance a little bit more so that we can wear some trousers here. Oh, we are just missing 200 souls. I think we can pop that in some way, or can we? Oh, we can actually not. Well, that's kind of sad. Can we still maybe go for that now? Does that work out? Not quite, of course, unfortunately. Yeah, so we are deemed to wear cringe souls here for a little bit longer cringe fashion. Something like that. But we will fix it for sure. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, support me on Patreon, all that stuff. You know the drill. Then see you in the next one. Bye.